What about the other 40%? Have you ever wondered what that's like? I have a theory. About 60% of dogs out there, it doesn't really matter, right? There's a great amount of flexibility in how you raise them and how you train them. These are dogs that are psychologically, physically healthy, behaviorally quite normal. To be honest, like, a lot of these dogs don't get a lot of training. There's some pretty fucking wacky training out there, guys. It's more common than what you think. And despite the wacky training, most of them turn out to live a pretty decent life. They get by. What do you reckon life is like for the other 40%? If you're not part of the other 40%, it's really hard for you to understand what that's like. These dogs range from perhaps just vulnerable to like being fragile. On that gradient of dogs, there's some pretty fucking screwy behaviour that can become dangerous for the dog, for the owner and the family, or for the broader community. And so the people in that 40%, they don't have the same kind of flexibility to just casually go to dog training and just do things for fun. If they've been wise enough to get themselves the kind of help that'll really move the needle and move them away as far as possible from being in that 40%, they're going to be doing things with purpose. They're going to be paying attention to details. They're going to care about the motivation that they bring. They're going to care about framing the training in good emotion. They're going to care about the quality of their plate. They're going to care about what they teach, why and when. And they're going to have to keep turning up. They have to do this all the time, very frequently, because very often no one sort of had the insight to let them know that they were sitting in that 40% or they were headed there. And so now they're playing catch up. They're trying to get out of the red and back into the black. So if you're lucky enough to really get to enjoy training your dog, if you feel like it's a bit of a luxury and you're present to feeling very grateful for it, spare a thought for the other 40% that are struggling through some form of behavioural issue from mild to wild. And if you're part of that 60%, don't walk around assuming that every other dog is part of the 60%. Handle your scandal, get your dog under effective control. Don't impose your dog on other people, and share the public space nicely with everyone else. You don't know what it's like to be part of the 40%, and you don't want to either. And if you're in the 40%, hats off to you. Keep up the good work.